I'm very, very fortunate, and you'll see why I'm saying I'm very fortunate. They tend to remain with me and my organization. Whereas a lot of people, they recruit somebody and that individual will stay with you for maybe a week or two, a month possibly, and they will leave and go to work for another organization or somebody else, which means no good for you, essentially. So in order to keep somebody working with you, there's a number of factors that you need to take into consideration. What is the level of satisfaction you're giving that candidate, whether they're a doctor or a healthcare assistant, to both at extreme ends of the spectrum. A doctor is a professional, a healthcare assistant is also a professional with less qualification. But what is it that you need to keep these people interested in you and your organization? It could be money. Ultimately, that's the most important thing. How much are you paying these people? If you pay somebody more than another organization, there's a good chance they will remain with you. But what's interesting and what I found in my experience is that it's not always money. Money is a huge factor, of course it is. Most people need money and we all want to be paid more, but it's not the most important thing in a person's life. Because work-life balance, we talk about this, work-life balance is very, very important. You need to be paid enough, but at the very same time, you need to also feel appreciated and you need to feel that there's a balance in your life. Because we all have a life, we need to enjoy our leisure time as well as the work time. So temporary workers feel this. They feel that they have a balance between the amount of time that they spend with their family and the amount of time they're working as well. Now, the most important thing is they can be selective as to what days and time that they can work, etc. Whether if you're on a permanent contract, most often it's a designated time and you have to work within that period of time, i.e. 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, for instance, and you can't be selective about that. Whereas if you work on a temporary basis, you can decide that you want to work 9 to 2 on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, for instance. So therefore it gives you a lot more opportunities to spend time with your family. Now, what's important to people? So spending time with family is important, money is important, we've established all of that. But at the same time, maybe you want to go on a prolonged holiday. And more now, people are opting and choosing to spend time away. And this is what temporary work actually provides you. And we're talking about what allows people to stay with you, or what is it that people look for in order to remain within an organization or to remain working with a certain organization on a temporary basis. It's about the customer service. It's about the focus you give them. So paying them the right amount of money is one thing, but you'll be shocked in this industry that we operate in. Unfortunately, there's a lot of issues where people do not get paid on time. A lot of these people, what's important for them as well is that they get paid on a weekly basis. And it's the norm in the UK, especially for people to get paid on a monthly basis. A lot of people prefer to get paid on a weekly basis. So that's another factor. But how do you make someone feel important? And this is something as a human being we all need. So we all need to feel important. The employer needs to make us feel valued and important. And this is something which you have to learn if you don't already have that skill. But it certainly helps if you can make someone feel valued in whatever they're doing. If they want to work with you, especially in a world where or in an industry where competition is very, very high, I need to differentiate myself from my competitor in order for me, firstly, to attract the right candidates to my organization. And then I need to make sure that I'm looking after them so they don't leave me for my competitor. So money can be the most important thing, but ultimately there's a whole variety of other factors which also play a big part in the candidate remaining with us.